Hi, my name's Debbie, and I get to bring you the Devo today. Many years ago, when my kids were young, we used to go on road trips, and we would have a competition in the car to see who could point out as many street signs as they could find. But one of the street signs they saw kind of perplexed them a little bit, and this is what it was. Finally, my oldest said, I think this is a warning to bicyclists to beware. And he said, that's a good sign that somebody's telling him that there might be danger coming. Well, when we take a look at Leviticus 20, we find that God just begins this chapter with telling the Israelites, do not do these things. I want you to obey me and do not do these things because they will lead to death. And these things that would bring them death were the sins of idolatry, involvement with the occult, the sins of immortality, adultery, and so much more. Now, why did God speak to them about these type of sins? Was there something going on with the Israelites? Well, actually, it was like that sign for the bicyclist in the road saying, you need to watch out because there's danger coming. You see, God was prepping the Israelites to be able to get to the promised land, which was Canaan. But God could see something that the Israelites couldn't see, and that was that these sins were infesting the Canaanites. And he didn't want the Israelites to go in and take over those sins that were there already. So he was warning them, do not do these things. See, God loved them so much that he gave them a warning. And all they had to do was obey him. God has a message for us today. And that message is, if you love me, do what I say. And when we read the Bible, he gives us many things that we are to obey. And it's not to be able to be a better performer, but it's to shape us. It's to give us life and not death. You see, when we sin, there's always death. Yeah, we physically still may be here, but there's death to relationships, death to trust, and even death to the person that God has created us to be. I read a verse I want to share with you. It's from the Message, and it's Romans 12, 1 through 2. Listen to these words. So here's what I want you to do. Take your everyday, ordinary life, your sleeping, your eating, your going to work, and walking around life, and place it before God as an offering. Embracing what God does for you is the best thing you can do for him. Don't become so well adjusted to your culture that you fit into it without even thinking. Instead, fix your attention on God. You'll be changed from the inside out. Readily recognize what he wants you to do and quickly respond to it. Unlike the culture around you, always dragging you down to its level of immaturity, God brings out the best in you and develops well-formed maturity in you. Next time you're in the Word and you're going through your time in reading it, start with this prayer. God, show me what you want me to obey. And when he shows you, do it quickly. May God bless you this week.